Hampshire tried to take control of their latest LV County Championship match with Worcestershire at New Road with lower middle order runs and early wickets, but they were held up latterly by Tilan Samarawira and Moeen Ali. All eyes were on James Vince as Day 2 got underway on time with the away side on 197 for 3. Vince resumed his innings on 106 but fell to the second ball, with Ali clinging on to an edge after Daryl Mitchell had parried the chance. Adam Wheater then took on a sharp single to Ross Whiteley, but was beaten with a direct hit, which left the batting side on 198 for 5. That brought together two of Hampshire's future stars in Sean Terry and Michael Bates. For the 22-year-old Terry, this was his first championship match of the summer, while for Bates it was only his third. He'd really impressed behind the stumps and with the bat in his side's draw with Northamptonshire last week, and he did so again here. First, these two had to make sure that there was no early morning collapse, and having done that, they then started to grow in confidence and play some shots. This was the best of them, a thumping cover drive by Terry off Shaikh Chowdhury, which went for 6 over a short boundary. The Standard realised 77 runs when Bates was out to the second new ball, Alan Richardson with his 4th wicket of the innings and his 63rd of an extraordinary season. That new cherry did not produce any more success for either Richardson nor any of his fellow attack though, as Hampshire went on the charge after lunch once Chris Wood joined Terry. The visitors clearly wanted to make up for the lost time on the first day, and they were doing that with some thumping strokes as, Richardson aside, the Worcestershire attack were unable to stem the flow of runs. In his 5 previous first-class innings, Terry had managed 150, so this was his second, a fine knock which had started the recovery following the loss of those 2 early wickets. Terry had needed 132 balls to reach his half-century, from which he'd struck 7 fours and 1 6. Wood's 50, the 5th of his career, arrived off only 61 deliveries, his coming in the very next over off a friendly full toss from Whiteley. This pair added 81 runs together in 20 entertaining overs, which had earned their side a 4th batting bonus point. Terry was 1 shy of his career best score of 59 when he flicked a leg side delivery from Whiteley to mid-wicket. That gave the former Derbyshire all-rounder his first-class success in Worcestershire colours. Wood was also out in the next over for 61, leg before to Ali with a total now on 366 for 8. The thrills were not about to stop there, however. Matt Coles played a wonderful cameo, this being the first of his 3 sixes. He lost David Balcombe at the other end after he was yorked by Graham Sesford, whose 22 overs in this innings cost 139 runs for that 1 success. Balcombe and Coles had added 55 runs in 7 overs. Indeed, nobody's figures were really helped by Coles, the man on loan from Kent currently. He showed why a number of counties are interested in his signature in the close season. This was another maximum. His 50, his second for Hampshire, came off just 38 balls with 3 sixes and 5 fours included. He'd taken his side well beyond 400 with plenty of time to spare to grab the maximum tally of batting bonus points. Jack Shantry then had James Tomlinson LBW next ball as Hampshire were at last dismissed in the 111th over for a total of 428, one they would have been very happy with after an indifferent start. And Worcestershire's beginning was no better. Coles' fun afternoon continued as he had Matt Pardo held by Jimmy Adams at mid-off with his 3rd ball, before Tomlinson found the edge of Mitchell's bat with Liam Dawson doing the rest at slip to leave the hosts on 21 for 2, a long way behind. Indeed, 279 was the score they required to avoid the follow-on, and to do that they now needed to form a partnership. In Samarawira and Ali they had the perfect men for the job, and neither let their side down. Ali has been quite brilliant at home this season, but played well within himself here against a disciplined Hampshire attack, while Samarawira, with a recent 100 under his belt against Leicestershire, was the more fluid of the two, who saw out much of the final session of the day in adding 80 runs together. They may need to bat on for some time yet, but both have made a start on what appears to be a good wicket to bat on once in. By the close, Samarawira had made 40 and Ali 28. They'd carried the total to 101 for 2, and that means they'll go again on day 3 still trailing by 327 runs and with much batting still to do.